part 5 has come to a finale. Let's talk about it, shall we? Hello my fellow gangsters, this will be one of the last times you will ever hear me say that, so it's been quite a trip that I took with you going through this part of JoJo's, and to the people who stayed with me, I would like to thank you, and for all the new subscribers, I would love to welcome them to this channel, and I hope that this channel continues to grow. But for the meat of the part, so the part 5 finale, it was I found a few disappointing things with the finale, and don't get me wrong, I love the finale, but here's a few things that I found disappointed. Saga de Diavolo is finished off that easily. I mean, there has to have been a final battle, just as in every JoJo part to be Big 4. Final Diavolo just goes out with Moda Barrage, and yes, I know that it is done by the strongest stand ever in JoJo history. Even if you read the manga to where part 8 currently is, you will still agree that it is one of the strongest stands in JoJo. So why I think it's called for that he would go out in such a way, but I wanted to see a bit more. The second disappointing thing is that we got no part 6 teaser like we got at the end of part 2. We got a part 3 teaser, so that is very logical. Part 3 is the most popular part of JoJo, so that's why they had to make a teaser to part 3. There is no other explanation. So in this episode, I got more of an understanding of what a Requiem stand is and what the Requiem arrow actually does. So it draws your deepest desires. If you stand by it, then your desires became fulfilled. But as to acclaim, the way that the Silver Chariot pre-acted, and you saw that it was also defensive. It's because when Polnareff stabbed his stand with it, he desired that the Diavolo then get the arrow. And that's why it was so defensive, and that's why it didn't let other people have the arrow. And with Giorno, it's a similar thing. With Giorno's ability, which is back to 0, it doesn't do all the damage that it's being done to it and Giorno. Back to 0 is basically an attack to counteract King Crimson's time skip and all damage that is done to the versus it. And so with Diavolo, we not only got that ability which is return to 0, and it's in the OP, and I will talk about that shortly. Just want to explain the Requiem thing, but it also has the infinite death ability, and I will go back. So the new OP. I knew we would get a new opening to this where Gold experienced Requiem said no to like Diagabolo, like that is the that is the main thing it does, is says no to Diavolo. Yeah, and he took over, and the copy, it was fascinating to infinitely looked Diagabolo, where you have Giorno do the deal pose, and it gives me an idea about a duality thing, because for most of Golden Wind, Giorno has shown characteristics to that of Jonathan. He is a strong individual who is willing to fight for the weak. But sometimes we have a deal characteristic, like the whole Mughal, the Barrage, and the Ri, and so on. And making him do the pose doesn't cement anything. I think that Giorno has the characteristics of both Jonathan and Dio. What is very fascinating to me is that in Phantom Blood, the best thing was the rivalry of Jonathan and Dio. While Giorno, you can say it's the culmination of that rivalry, and that's where we are. And there's a lot of things in this opening that are fascinating as well. But back to Diavolo. Poor Diavolo, just experiencing death multiple times. I guess he was a terrible dude, but I don't think that anyone deserves this. I don't think that anyone deserves Sargachefe. Like, if you thought that Kars had it bad, that he was sent to space and to be in this vegetative state, you thought he had it bad. But look at Diavolo. So the infinite death is something that comes with the ability of Gold Experience Requiem. And what it does is basically, and this is my interpretation of it, so do take this with a grain of salt. To reach death, it is sort of a truth in of it itself. It's something that we can't escape, and so it's sort of a truth, and it is shown in the next arc. But yeah, it is a truth, and Diagabolo is not allowed to reach that truth, that form of everlasting peace. He cannot achieve that, and he is constantly dying, and he has no way out of it. He will just keep on dying for eternity, I guess, or until Giorno dies, or until the universe ends. Who knows? That part of the gang against Diavolo is wrapped up. It's wrapped up nicely, I thought. Even though I'm disappointed that we didn't get a battle as big as, say, Jotaro against the Dio, still it wrapped up nicely, I think. Megeni arc is the Sleeping Slaves arc, and the reason why the Gester's review is coming out so late is because I was pondering for a few days. I was like, why would Araki show this arc in the finale and not in the beginning? And this is my interpretation of the thing. But I think Araki, he wanted for us to experience at the end and show us what JoJo, what this part and the JoJo as a main series is truly about. And this arc is all about fate, and the fate is unescapable. Fate is not something we can just toss aside and leave to go deal with it another time. No. Fate is an unescapable thing, and death is quite inevitable, and we are all fated to go die at any day. This somehow got dark, but yeah, we will all die, and YouTube is gonna kill my channel, and it is fated to die out. So we all have a time of life and the time of death, and what life is what's in between birth and death, and we are all fated to go die at any point. What is important is the time that we do in between our birth and death, that really shows who we are as people. But this arc is telling us is, even though Rolling Stones predicted Bulga Kaleti's death, and Rolling Stones has been there from the beginning, since the first scene of Fighting Gold, and even in when Modern Crusaders, the first thing you'll go see is a rock, and I was like, oh, that is Rolling Stone. That's a cool reference, but I did not notice it in Fighting Gold. It's truly fascinating. So what this arc is trying to tell us, that everything is predestined, and the sculptures say that I got a rough block of marble and I sculpted into a statue of, let's say the Virgin Mary. So what it's telling us is that statue of the Virgin Mary, it was always inside the block of marble. The block of marble, it was always destined to become a statue of the Virgin Mary. And that is my guide takeaway from it. What is important, what you do between your birth and your death. I don't want to get personal, but I have a close friend who's dying of cancer. That is happening because all of her life she's spent it smoking and drinking alcohol, and all those decisions led her to this fate. And she's got, I don't know how long, perhaps a couple of weeks, but I don't want to get all sentimental on you. I just would like to tell you that is what I took away from this arc. So the Rolling Stones, they predicted Bocaleti's death, and the Narancha's death, and the Bacchio's death, but it didn't matter. Fate is capable, and we can't do anything to avoid it. Perhaps it was my friend's fate to die of cancer. Why? Don't know that, but what is important is what we do that will actually make a difference. And so Bruno, Nagarancha, and Tabacchio, they all have made a difference. It was because of the sacrifices that the boss was put down. And it was always fated that someone will have to fight the Diavolo. And it was none other than the son of God, who would fight the devil in this final battle and finally put the rest to it all. And the final scene, it wasn't a part 6 teaser, which really sucks, but the final scene, it was all Jono as a couple and the suit's color scheme. I like it. Kind of reminds me of Dio because in the case of Dio's color scheme, it was yellow, black, and green, and in here we see that it is black and green and with a hint of a yellow, and that is amazing. My fellow gangsters, this has been a wonderful ride that I took with you just every week to go do this. It was really fun for me, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you had enjoyed the series as well. And it wasn't possible without the moral support of you guys. In the bottom of my heart, I thank you for that. Thank you very much, my fellow gangsters. Yeah, that's it. So the last two episodes. Oh, so I wanna take a look back at all the moments.
Mister, if you could please just take out your gun. Oh yes, Giorno, but tell me, which one?
Phrasing. 優しくしてる優しくこう脱がせないで感じる
Notorious Chase.
どこまでもチェイスいつもチェイス俺はチェイス
Bruno went to the cabin and told Abacchio, and the exchange went something like this. Hey Abacchio. Hey Bruno, what's up? I have to tell you some bad news. The stand that attacked us and Naranja and Mista are put out of commission. No, why them? And the worst of all is that Giorno lost both arms, so he's out of commission too. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Pocaretti. I wish that there was something we could do. Really.
Okay, my fellow gangsters. So the final 2 episodes, what did you think about it? You like them? You not? You think that they could have ended better? And did you think that the Diavolo deserved this everlasting death loop that he is in? Comment all your opinions down below, and thank you so much for sticking around until the end. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video, and the JoJo reviews come back whenever Stone Ocean is around, so I can't wait for that. But yeah, this has been the last part of this decade, and I couldn't be happier. To share this cult experience with you people. I'll see you later.
Okay, so final note, I just wanted to thank you guys once again, and thank you for sharing this cult experience with me, and I sort of got emotional when I was editing the end. It was a really nice trip, and I'm looking forward to reviewing Stone Ocean episodes. Yeah, this series has been great for me and has been kind of life-changing, and all this, the help of you. Thank you so much. See you later.